Well, I guess that voice I did wasn't that popular, so we're back to normal. Hello everyone and welcome to another Reverse 1999 video. For this video, I want to quickly go over my suggestion on which banner is worth pulling this patch. This patch doesn't have any special banners, it's just the usual new character banner, rip pulls, scam, and also the unannounced reruns. Now, I did already post my verdict over the two new characters in the community post because I didn't get to finish the video before the patch drop. But I still want to break down a little bit more about those two characters and why I personally think Charon is of much bigger significance to Dynamo teams compared to Sentinel to Bloodtest team. Now, both Sentinel and Charon are dedicated supports. They are meant to be played with their respective team. If you don't have their respective team and is not planning to get them, you can safely skip them, just don't look at the tier list. But if you are interested in Bloodtooth and Dynamo teams, it's important to understand that while Sentinel is replaceable, Charon is not, as he redefines how Dynamo team functions. Of course, Sentinel is not weak. In fact, she gives Nautica's team about 20% damage boost compared to Flutterpage. Her buff being HP scaling lock her into only being support for Nautica, but she does that job incredibly well. With that being said, when you switch from Flutterpage to Sentinel, you will barely notice any difference in terms of gameplay. When you are using Sentinel, all you will do is use her channeling skill once per turn or every other turn, and when you are playing with Flutterpage, you will use a bit more of her action, especially at the beginning to get her ultimate, but because she has AP plus 1, the action point difference is cancelled out. The only big gameplay difference you will somewhat notice is that Team with Sentinel will accumulate Bloodtooth slightly faster. Comparatively, Charon makes significantly more difference to the Dynamo team. In a way very similar to Sentinel, Charon speed up Dynamo team's rotation. First off, he provides a very consistent amount of Dynamo injection through his ultimate passively. This is not just a little bit increase like Sentinel. Charon will be injecting a lot of Dynamo every single turn, at the cost of no action point. The other way he speed up this team's rotation, which is also the even more impactful way, is by completely changing how the Dynamo special array Pulsing Field ranks up. Originally, Pulsing Field has 3 ranks, and it takes 50 Dynamo to reach rank 2 and 120 Dynamo to reach rank 3. But with Charon, Pulsing Field no longer has rank 2, and instead of 120 Dynamos, it will now only take 90 Dynamo to reach rank 3. And with Charon additionally contributing lots of Dynamo automatically, the rotation will change from the original 1-1-2-3-3, which takes 5 turns, to 1-1-3-3, which is only 4 turns. If you play in very particular way, you can even reduce the rotation to 1-3-3. While all the characters also gain bonus from rank 2 Pulsing Field, they usually gets a significantly higher boost at rank 3, and this allows you to do your burst 1 turn faster. On top of that, Oric's rotation is also 4 turn long due to his channeling last 3 turns and his ultimate extending it by 1 turn. A 4 turn rotation is significantly more fitting for him than a 5 turn rotation, bringing a lot more rotation comfort. Not to mention, Dynamo team never had a great third support like Bloodtooth has. Flutterpage just doesn't fit this team nearly as well as she does with Nautica, and Charon fill a great gap in the lineup been missing since day 1. You can expect at least around a 50% increase in damage potential by switching from Flutterpage or Mercuria to Charon. Lastly, while Dynamo team only has Lucy for its DPS right now, another Dynamo DPS, Corvus, is coming up very soon. She's a single target only Dynamo DPS and specializes in Main's Bulletin. I won't go too much in detail here, but she relies even more on Charon due to her rotation based ramp up. Okay, so that is for the 2 new characters this patch. And now let's take a look at the other 2 banners. First up, the Scam banner. I can kind of see the value here, but I still wouldn't recommend pulling on it. Fututu is undeniably one of the best sustain units right now. She can cleanse extremely often with her skill 1 and protect your carry using her damage sharing buff. The issue is Recoleta. From a pure damage standpoint, she's solid. While she's not quite at the level of the 2 major limited teams, she still performs well. The real problem is her gameplay. The Ultimate team has become really rigid, especially after Moldir joining the mix. It now demands perfectly calculated turn to reach its potential, while Dynamo and Bloodtooth team can pretty much run on auto and still perform. So personally, I wouldn't suggest pulling Recoleta unless we eventually get another ultimate type support, maybe a sustain unit, to fix those rotation issues. Next, we have the Ripple banner. There are two characters worth talking about for this rotation of Euphoria characters. The first one is the same as the last patch, Simulus. Not everyone managed to grab her last time, and honestly, it doesn't look like she'll be replaced anytime soon. With how much she brings to Nautica's team, I highly recommend picking her up from the Ripple banner if you don't have her yet and you already own Nautica. The second one is Gatien, and his situation is actually pretty similar. If you're running Azul plus Cassandra ultimate playstyle, I'd strongly recommend getting Gatien here. Gatien's Euphoria turn him into a ultimate support and also a sub DPS. On top of him now also buffing ultimate might, his channeling skill also got a major change. Specifically, the strike coming off it at the end of the turn will now be considered as an ultimate. Not only that, Gatien can also additionally trigger those thunder strikes directly using his skill 1 or using his actual ultimate while the array is still up. This change allows him to easily do 2 to 3 ultimates per turn. All of these actual ultimates serve one crucial purpose: they charge Azul and Cassandra's ultimates. This means Azul can ult almost every other turn, while Cassandra can do double ultimates every turn, all while not relying on Azul's counterattacks, making this team self-sufficient. Lastly, while I was making this recording, Flutterpage Rerun just got announced. If you don't have her yet, this is the chance to grab her. Despite her being weaker than Sentinel as Nautica support specifically, she is significantly more universal support character. Due to the amount of follow-up is in this game, she is literally used everywhere. And she's continuing to find new plays to be useful, including the upcoming Euphoria Angel team and also Burrow's Afterglow team. So honestly speaking, if you need to, skip Sentinel and pick up Flutterpage this patch. And that's pretty much it for my pull suggestion for this patch. I'll be heading back to work on my Melee Astral Wonderland project, and it's coming along pretty nicely. If it goes well, it should be ready in about 2 more weeks. Anyway, that's all from me. Good luck on your pulls, and as always, this has been Steam by Nex. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.